Hello everyone. So we're going to be doing a quick little character creation video for just the basics that we use here on Sleeper Island and stuff like that. And really this is geared towards new people that haven't used Fantasy Grounds, so let's get started. So you're going to go to join game and you're going to put in the server address here. Now, most of these can be found in our new player questions channel. There's a couple that's pinned. And if you are still looking for a server, you can always just post and ask for one. So here in the host address, of course, you're going to fill out the information here. It'll be either be a set of numbers or it'll be a set of 4 words that just represents the server. So pretty much that'll get you logged in and loaded up, and we'll give it a second, wait for that. So usually relatively quick, and sometimes when you load up you might have to wait a couple seconds to update, and that just depends on who you're loading on. So alright, so we are in. So the first things first is going to want to close that, and you're going to want to go to your PC tab here, right? So that'll bring that up, and typically if it's your first time logging into a server, it'll be empty. So you're going to go to create a new one. You're going to click up here and it'll give you a blank sheet, right? So we'll start with that. And then at this point, you want to make sure that you have some kind of the sample actions and stuff like that, just to kind of expedite this entire thing. So your first step is going to be inputting your stats. To do that, either you roll on our character creation channel or you take heroic array. So we'll just do this real quick. 16, 13, 12, and 8. So once that's all taken care of, right, that's going to be the very first thing you do is put in your statistics. You're going to go to library, you're going to go to modules, and you're going to load up anything that you want to use. As you can see on Kanopo's server here, we have a couple of different things. So we'll just keep it basic this time. We'll load up the player's handbook, and we'll load up Xanathar's. So we'll do that, and then as soon as it's done populating, it'll show up in that area there. So just got to give it a little bit of time to actually load up. Alright, there it is. Alright. We'll load up the player's handbook. Cool, there it is. So once you got that all taken care of, you're going to want to kind of drag this out of the way. Go to D&D's Player's Handbook, and then the next thing is going to be to do your race. So you'll click on race, and let's say we'll go with half orc. Alright, so you're going to grab the half orc from here, drag it there, and drop it. And on the left hand side over here, you'll see that it'll pretty much drop most of these effects in here for you. So it'll do the racials, and it'll do all that other crazy stuff as well. And if you click on abilities, it'll give you a list of them here as well. So once it's done, obviously next is going to be your background and your class, and we'll do that here relatively quickly. We'll go fighter, and just pick 2. And to level up in Fantasy Grounds, all you have to do really is you drop the class on top of there again, and it does the same thing. It'll add all that extra stuff on there for you, right? So we'll close that out. Next is going to be backgrounds. Let's go with Gladiator. Put that in there, same thing. Now, we do average hit points. So it's going to be your first hit dice is going to be full amount plus your con modifier. And then after that, it's going to be the average. So we've got the first step done pretty much. We've got our class, our backgrounds, and our race done. And it does AC and does all that crazy stuff. So we're going to leave class open for a second because we're going to need it to get our items in a sec. Close that. And I think we want a gladiator. Close that as well. Alright, so we'll close all that up. So, pretty much all the stuff here. Roll initiative, pull that out, it does that for you. It Fantasy Grounds is just really, really great about stuff like that. So next thing is going to be filling out our inventory, right? So as a gladiator, you scroll down, you got your proficiencies, you got all that stuff. And then right here, it'll give you the equipment that you get, right? Put that there. Then with fighter, go down, gives you all your features and all that stuff. And it'll give you the equipment as well. So luckily this thing makes it very easy for us. We got a weapon list. Okay, so you get a martial weapon and a shield, or 2 martial weapons. So let's go martial weapon. Okay, we'll say a longsword, right? Drop the longsword, and this is all just drag and drop. Makes it very, very easy. And I won't do all of it just for the sake that it's gonna take a bit. We'll do longbow just to give you a couple different examples. So we've got all that, right? Now we're gonna go to our armor list, get our chainmail, which is there. That'll drop it there. And then if you're looking for other things like Dungeoneers packs and stuff like that, just go here, drag and drop. It'll fill all that stuff out for you. Right, same thing with tools and all that other stuff is there. Okay, so we've got our basic stuff down like that now. Now the next thing is going to be to actually get our tools and things like that. Same deal, go here, type in musical tools, and this guy likes a horn. Right, so that's all taken care of now. Here is your treasure section, and pretty much all you're doing here is just filling it out, you know, gold pieces, platinum pieces, etc., etc. Underneath that is your actual current weight. So once you actually input that item into your inventory, it'll show up here, and it'll give you all your bonuses and everything, right? And all you have to do is drag and drop for all this stuff. Now, let's take care of a couple of effects, right? So we require that effects be set up in a certain manner just to speed gameplay up. So we're going to be setting up the action surge, the fighting style, and second wind. So for fighting style, we're going to go defense. And just to set that up, you're going to have to do fighting styles manually. So you'll go here, right next to the little thing, and under miscellaneous, you just add 1, and that'll change the AC there. So we're still missing now. We're going to have to do our second wind, our action surge, and the relentless endurance, right? And savage attacks as well. So savage attacks is pretty easy for the most part. You're going to go here, and right next to weapons, the little magnifying glass, it gives you this stuff here. So if you pick a champion fighter, you set that to 19, and you can crit on 19s, right? So we'll go over here, and for the extra crit dice, you're going to go 1, and then 1 as well. Now you have your extra crit dice from the feature that is savage attacks, right? The melee weapon, so I would have to remove the actions and range. Alright, so next step is we need to add some powers, we need to add some effects. So we're going to go here, just add a couple of these, and we'll rename them. So it'll be items, and say half orc, racials, and the regular actions. We'll add 1 more just to be safe, and that'll be fighter. Right, so once that's all said and done, you're going to pull up one of the templates that we have. We have several templates that have most of the work done for you guys already. So one example would be the sample actions and inventory and everything like that. So you go to inventory, and while it's not quite required to do this, we do like to do this just because it does organize your inventory a lot easier. You just drag and drop the pouches and the coins and all that other crazy stuff. So put that in there, and we'll say your backpack. I'm going to say it's equipped, right? Your belt is equipped. We'll go down to pouch, and your pouch is hanging from your belt. And in coins, it's in your pouch. So once that's all done, it'll auto sort everything, and it just kind of breaks it down that way. Now what we like to do, and a lot of players have started doing, is you are allowed a chest in the tavern. So you name it Z chest, and pretty much suppose that anything you don't want to be carrying with you on an adventure, you just put it in that chest. And it's very, very important that you make sure that that is empty, right? So there's a couple different options. There's carried, equipped, and that'll show up on your sheet, and then not carried. And you want to make sure that that's not carried so it doesn't count against your weight, right? So that's all said and done. Now we're going to come over here to actions, right? So first things first, you're going to want to get a couple basic ones, right? Under regular actions, you're going to want to get prone, the help action, exhaustion, encumbrance, and dodge. So now, if you see here, this is all coded out for you. It has it all coded out, so all you have to do is just drag and drop for that at least, right? Now, all these effects you can find online on the FG forums, or you can ask in our chats, and people are usually pretty good about helping out about that. But there's pretty much, we've made these templates to make it very easy for everyone. So let's go here. Let's load up Mr. Warren to speed this stuff up a little bit. So let's go here. So I have all this stuff already set up for myself, so we're gonna go with fighter, drop that in there, and pretty much what that coding looks like, it's like this. So you're gonna add the D10, you're gonna add under stat, you're gonna add actual fighter, because that requires for you and your fighter level, right? Close all that out. Now we'll do the action surge manually. So you're gonna go action surge, and we want to make sure that it's prepped correctly. So you're going to hit preparation down here. This goes for spellcasters and stuff like that if you want to use it a certain amount of times a day and stuff like that. Combat, so you go to preparation, and then if you add a 1, and action surge works on rest, on short rest and long rest. So pretty much what that does for you is it gives you a little ticker here, and when you've used it, it'll show it up there, and that way you can track it and do all that other stuff like that. So now we go to items. Here, where are we? Good berries. Same thing, just gives you a heal effect. And we'll do it like this, right? Go good berries. I'll do that. I'm gonna right click, add an action, and then it gives you a couple several options. It gives you the add effect, add damage, and add cast. So we'll add heal, click here, and it's gonna be targets. Add a heal effect there, and since a good berry only heals for 1, you're going to put 1 there. And pretty much what you're going to be doing from then on is just control click into whatever you want to use that for. And same thing, you want to set that on preparation, then set that to once, just so whenever you use it, it is kept correctly. Now, we'll add a couple more here just for the sake of it. Potion heroism. Okay, we're all good there. So next is going to be our actual racials, right? So let's go to abilities, relentless endurance. So if you read it, pretty much every time that you're, well, once per rest, whenever you're knocked down to 0, you can come back up. So it's going to be the same effect as a good berry. That, and one more time, right click, go to add action, add heal, click here, click there, add it, and add a 1. And now you have that. So as soon as it happens, suppose you go down and you want to use it, you're gonna go 1, and since it's a long rest, it's gonna be once per day. Alright, now that was nice and quick. It just has a couple of things pretty much set up and stuff like that. And pretty much this character is ready to play now. There's a couple other things that you have to fill out. Obviously, this entire section here that I won't go into. But for the most part, you want to make sure that these things are all set up for you, right? So your languages and things like that. Your skills are all set up as well. And anything additional that is required pretty much is done. But at this point, you're ready to play. So what you're going to do is you're going to save everything. And then after that, you just export. And there's a guide on how to export and import in the actual cookbook. I'm not going to go through it in this video because it just takes too much time. Alright, well, that is about it. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask in the actual chat and Discord. Thank you very much for watching.